Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Rod Arriagada coming to you live from Pine Creek First Nation, and we're here for the 2021 Chief and Council Candidates Forum. This is a live coverage brought to you by Turtle Nation Holdings, and as I just mentioned, my name is Rod Arriagada. I'll be your host, your commentary, if you will, and we're going to get into it soon, not right away. We're just going to give some time for some of you guys to come into the room, but we do have Donna Delaron coming in right away, and she's going to be presenting her platform speech. If there's any other candidates that come in right after her, then we're going to continue to go on with the stream. If by any chance there's nobody else after her, then we have one more person coming in at 6. So then we would just stop the stream and then come back again for the next gentleman that comes in at 6 o'clock. All right, so we're going to go onto the live screen right now. I'm just going to set everything up here and give you guys a chance to come in and join us. And I'm going to get everything set up here on the screen. Just give me a second. Gotta look for one thing here. If you guys can, please share the stream to get some more of your members aware of this platform speech that's going on today, the Candidates Forum throughout the whole day. And the only way I can reach people really is through you guys, because I can only share once and it doesn't really reach everyone. So, all right, we're at 10 people sitting right now. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds and then we're going to go in. I got everything set up for her. You can come in and sit down and get comfortable in the meantime if you like. We got a dozen people in right now, so I'm just going to give it a couple minutes and then we're going to get started. So this is Donna, and she's going to have 15 minutes to present her platform, and we're going to ask her a few questions. So that's where you guys come in, the viewers. If you guys want to ask a couple of questions, I'm going to ask those questions to Donna after she's done presenting her platform speech. Just make sure that every question is clean, positive, not negative or derogatory in any way. If there's any negative or derogatory comments, then I'm going to just remove them. I'll warn you about it, and if you don't listen, then I'm just going to have to remove you from the stream altogether. So please be kind and keep those comments positive and those questions positive, and yeah, get some questions. And she's gonna have 50 minutes to start. We're gonna start that right away, and hopefully you guys got some questions. If not, then I'm gonna have to ask her some of the questions that we already asked the other candidates earlier. So go ahead, Donna, you can go ahead and start whenever you're ready. I'm gonna turn on your mic right now.
Hi, good afternoon. Donna Sonia Moostel Delaron Dijinikas. Some people know me as Sonia Moostel. I'd just like to clarify that. I am also known as Northern Thunderbird, and I am with the Eagle Clan. Miigwech ninonde kit to my nominators, our elders. I wouldn't be sitting here today if they did not approach me and ask me if I would run for chief of Pine Creek. I would like to address the elders, the community members, the youth, my relations, and my friends. I am a wife, I am a mother, I am a kokum. I am also a passionate member of Pine Creek First Nations. I strongly believe together we can build a healthy asset-based community. My goals for our community is to build a nursing station. This will be providing the up and most quality health care for Pine Creek membership. It will include 24 hours, 7 days a week, immediate, emergency, and non-urgent care, rehabilitation and supports, palliative care, chronic disease, and ambulance services. I also would like to include a cultural camp, mentor and support youth of all ages. It will include sacred practices, language teachings, hunting, fishing, and trapping. For housing, I would also like to see in our community safe homes, building safe homes for our membership impacted by mental health, emergency placement, CFS families, house fires, and homeless. Dauphin lands, I would like to generate revenue in building in a high population area such as our Dauphin lands. We currently have 10,000 population members that reside in Dauphin. We also have all the communities that surround Dauphin that would utilize services should we build in our lands. What I would like to see build in our Dauphin lands would be a 24-hour gas shop, also a gaming center. This would eventually bring revenue to Pine Creek. Pine Creek membership would have royalties from it. We also have the other land that is co-owned with Ebb and Flow. There, maybe we could consider, an elder proposed that we should build a big office for all the West Region administrative offices to be all located in one place, or maybe consider a mini shopping center. My commitment for Pine Creek is to maintain its financial stability and also ensure Pine Creek will become a sustainable community. Building a strong communication with membership of Pine Creek, acknowledging and understanding rights for all our 3,360 membership that are currently on the voting list, and that doesn't include the families that are under 18. We need to identify all of them. Identifying and hearing the needs of our elders, our staff, our youth in maintaining a healthy community environment. Pine Creek community being a location for a residential school, we also need to consider the fact that there will be renewed trauma of residential school effects of mental and well-being for our membership. And that's in regards to the graves that they are finding at residential school locations. Continuing with all existing programs and projects. As chief, I commit in becoming your servant. I promise to ensure your protection and your safety. I will be your voice in implementation of First Nation rights, title, treaties, and jurisdiction. I will conduct myself respectfully, and I will respect our community in honor, honesty, and integrity. On June 29th, 2021, please consider seriously on how you cast your vote. I also ask you vote Donna Sonia Delarond for chief. Kichimiigwech.
All right, so we're gonna start off by asking you, let's see if there's any questions on here first. No questions at the moment. So we're gonna start off with a couple of questions that were asked of the previous candidates. And the first one is gonna be, many of our young people do not hold valid certificates in trades and degrees. How are you going to promote education for our members?
Well, I guess we would communicate with both departments and see what type of services that we could bring into the community, or if they want to leave the community to go and obtain their certificates. We would leave that up to the community and also up to our people that look after the education department, whatever the need may be.
All right, and the next question is, how will you create inclusion with on and off reserve members throughout the year if you're elected?
Well, you see, I've often thought about that. when I first started coming home to Pine Creek to work in our community, I had sat down with our late chief, Clifford McKay, and I've always had a curiosity of what happens with Pine Creek when we have all our members coming and obtaining a treaty status with Pine Creek. And I asked him, I says, how are you gonna accommodate all our people when we come home or we wanna belong with Pine Creek? And I says, does the government give you anything for us? You know, because I was curious myself. And he told me, he says, you know, they give us our people back. He says, but the land base itself doesn't grow, just the membership grows. So I often wondered, we as leaders or we as community members, what can we do to better that situation for everybody else? Everybody is impacted by that, and I think we really need to go back and consider what we could get. And by that, we need to do a lot of research. We need to get our ducks in place and remind the government of our treaties.
All right, and the next question for you is, what do you think about creating a 7 generations plan for our nation?
Well, I would be certainly open for that. I would like to get the community involved. Our elders would lead our youth, and we as chief and council would be the servants, and they would guide us in letting us know what we want. We just need to provide that for our community membership.
All right, the next question is, well, we'll ask the same question that we asked every other member so far. How do you feel about Bill 64 coming to our province?
Well, you know, the Bill 64 it's something that's going to impact us all. My concern with that would be, I think the current situation at the moment with them is there's 64 schools, and they want to make 64 into 17. And, you know, that obviously causes some alarm out there, like somebody's going to fall through the cracks. You know, not everybody's needs are not going to be met, and that is a big concern for me. So I disagree with the act.
Okay, thank you. And I got another question here is, what do you plan to bring into the community for drug and alcohol addictions? In other words, like, how do you plan to stop it from coming into the community or prevent it from coming in as it does?
Well, for drugs and alcohol, I seriously believe that's still the effects of residential school. We need to find a safe place for prevention and let everybody know the effects of drugs and alcohol. We need to start with the schools. We need to utilize every resource that is available. You know, drug problems and drug addictions is very real, very serious. It's something that can be fixed immediately. It will be a process. Due to when people suffer from health conditions, there are drug addictions, there's health conditions involved, there's a process how to get clean. We need to take all those steps and ensure the safety for everyone.
All right, and the other one was, everyone talks about spending money and bringing programs to the community. How do you plan on bringing in revenue to the reserve? And correlated with that one is, what kind of jobs would you bring into the community?
Well, first off, like with my vision with the nursing station, that will generate a lot of employment for our band membership, namely the young youth that left our community already to seek or obtain their health certificates. We would get modules, have stakeholders, or we could own it ourselves as a community. We would leave that up to our community elders, our community membership. We would just provide all the information that would be available that would come or we'd need for our nursing station, but we would have janitors, we would have security, we would have nurses, we would have a doctor. It would be a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week emergency place set aside for our membership. We would also probably service Camperville, Duck Bay, and the surrounding communities. So it would bring back a lot of our youth back home, and we would also have a lot of employment for our band membership.
All right, so this is going to be your final question, and after that, you're going to be able to close out however you like. The final question is, will you make sure the members set the mandate for the next 4-year term?
I'm sorry, what?
Will you make sure that the members set the mandate for the next term?
I most definitely will.
Okay, that's all the questions I got for you, so you can close out your speech now.
So the thing that I would also like to address is we are told we make the laws, our elders, our community, we make the laws. And I find it very important that we communicate with our elders, we understand each other, but we should also be able to speak in our Ojibwe language. We come down, we go to the respectfully go to the elders' homes. We speak in our Ojibwe language. I myself, I speak fluently. And I've been around to the community. I've always been active with our community. However, some of our elders and our community members don't know my married name, which was Donna Delrond. Everybody wondered who is Donna Delrond because everybody just knew me as Sonia Moostel. So on your ballot, I asked that it be put as Donna Sonia Moostel Delrond, and this is who I am. And I certainly would appreciate if you could support me, and I will bring everything that you need to know about our band membership process, how we come to decisions, which you will help us in making decisions. So on April 29th, please consider Donna Sonia Delrond as your chief. Chimigwech.
All right, guys, so that is Donna Delrond Moostel. If you guys want to support her come June 29th, all you got to do is just check off the box next to her name, put an X or a check mark on it, and that's the way you support her. Good luck to you on your running, Donna. Good job. And I don't think there's anybody else at the moment right now, but we do have another member coming in at 6 o'clock, which is about 35 minutes from now. So at that point, I guess we're going to come back and then restart the stream again for that gentleman. But that's going to be a Zoom presentation. So the quality in that one's going to be a little bit not as good as this one right now. Do we have anybody else? The next one is the last one for sure? There's nobody else? Oh, okay. So then I'll just stop it for now until he comes back? Or until he gets here?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's here around 6.
Okay. All right, so apparently we got one more person coming in. That's Derek Nipanak. He's coming in or he's going to be tuning in via Zoom at 6 o'clock, and he's going to be our last candidate presenting a platform today. So that's going to be it for today. But right now, we are going to come back, and yeah, somebody's saying great platform for sure. I think every candidate that came on today were all very well prepared. They all took their time presenting their speeches. They all had good answers for the questions. And then the ones that didn't have answers for some questions, well, there was a lot of us that didn't have answers for those questions. So I think it was a good day today so far from every member that we've seen come on board. Every one of them is very confident in their running. So good stuff to see. Do a quick recap here right now of the advanced polling, just in case if you guys just tuned in and you didn't know what's going on for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. On Tuesday, June 22nd, which is tomorrow, Super 8 Hotel, 1457 Main Street in Dauphin. That's your first advanced poll. The second one's going to be on Wednesday, June 23rd, Victoria Inn at 3550 Victoria Avenue in Brandon, Manitoba. And then the third one is going to be on Thursday in Winnipeg, June 24th, Marlborough Hotel, Churchill's Room in 331 Smith Street. All three of them running from 9 o'clock in the morning until 8 p.m. So if you guys want to go out there and get your vote in advance, that's the way you do it. Other than that, you can come in for June 29th, which is Election Day. And we'll be here to cover that event as well for you guys. We are Turtle Nation Holdings. This is our poster right now, so you guys can check us out. If you want to go on our website, turtlenationholdings.com. If you want to email us, you can do so, turtlenationholdings@gmail.com. And we're going to pop up our commercial here real quick. That is who we are, and well, no, never mind that one. We're gonna go here. So if you guys want to subscribe to us on YouTube, you can find us under Turtle Nation Holdings. That's where you find us on YouTube. There's a bunch of different things that we've done already that are uploaded on there, but this specific footage is gonna be on there by tomorrow, the day after the latest. I'm gonna try to get it done by tomorrow. Once I do get it done though, I'm gonna go onto your guys' group page. I'm gonna post it on there, give you guys a link so that way you guys can just click on it, copy it, and paste it, whatever you want to do, so you guys can share to those that are not on Facebook, those that want to watch it. But I'm going to try to get it done tomorrow, just so that way there's not too much time between today and when it's uploaded. Let's see what else. That's going to be it as far as the commercials and all that. And if you guys want to find me on Facebook, let's put that up here right now. My name is Rod Arriagada. I'll put it right there so you guys can see it. My name is Rod Arriagada. If you guys want to add me or follow me on Facebook, you can do so as well. If you want to message me for me to come out and help you out with whatever event you may have, message me that way. And if you want to hire us for electoral services, you can do so at turtlenationholdings@gmail.com. Either way, guys, it's been a pleasure so far. We'll be back again at 6 o'clock for Derek Nipanak to come in and present his platform via Zoom. And that's going to be it for now. So don't go too far away, but you got enough time to maybe go get someone to eat, have a quick smoke, and come back. We'll see you guys soon. Cheers.